It's what, day 2 of the convention now. You know, we've already had one panel where it was husbands and wives who write, and what was great about it is there was a younger couple, and they were like, at the beginning they were so, oh, we're 1000% in love, everything is perfect with us, and by the end I had them arguing, and they were like right on the cusp of divorce. It was so awesome. The conventions for me are really 3 things: a time to network, a time to get new fans, and just a time to re-energize, because you know, so much of our creativity gets sucked out of us that I find that after coming to these like group collectives that I'm able to, you know, get all that creativity back, so that I'm literally sprinting back home so I can begin writing again. I think having an organization that promotes the genre, that sets a level of standard, that really engages with the publishing community and lets them know what they feel the acceptable professional pay rates are, to have a place where you can network on a professional basis with authors who have 20, 30 books out, and who have had movies made from their work, is pretty incredible. I mean, before I joined the HWA, I was kind of lucky. I fell in right away to an online community where folks like me and Brian Keene and Tom Piccirilli and Ray Garton didn't even know what we looked like, because this was pre-Facebook and stuff, but we were communicating, and we were in these chat rooms, and then occasionally people like F. Paul Wilson would come by and give us this advice, and we would kind of sit at his knee and, please, Uncle Paul, tell us this stuff, or Douglas Clegg would come by, you know, Richard Lehman would come by. Those things are rare, where a brand new writer who wants some advice, or just needs to, I guess, maybe rant a little bit about how hard it is to get published, can interact in an online community or at one of their yearly functions, and, you know, talk to these people. And I found that every writer that I've ever approached, that I've ever had respect for or wanted to be like, was more than forthcoming and always set aside time for me. So in turn, as I get more popular myself, I try and do the same to other writers. I do remember going to my first convention.
Well, where was it?
It was in Denver. It was in, I believe, 1999. It was the World Horror Convention in Denver. This whole group of people is, you know, Brian Keene, Jeff Cooper, Mike Oliveri, Rain Graves, Tim Leben, Mikey Hike, John Urbancic. We were this collective online community, and we had never really met. I went in there. I didn't really know anybody. I ended up in the bar, and I was drinking a Fat Tire, and I can remember, I can see this group of people over there, and they're kind of elbowing each other and looking my way and elbowing each other. And finally, Jeff Cooper comes over and says, "Are you Weston?" And I said, "Yeah, I am." He said, "Hi, I'm Jeff." And at that moment, I was kind of accepted into the collective in reality, and we've been fast friends ever since. And so, even when I go to a convention where I don't know people, I know that if I just put myself out there a little bit, that I'll be accepted. Although writers have big egos, they're fragile big egos, right? And the thing is that I have to be careful that I'm nurturing while I'm also trying to make this person better, because that's how I need to be treated. So I try and treat other people like that. So when somebody comes to me with an honest question, even if I think it's a ridiculous question, I'm going to answer it honestly, because they just don't know. Well, this is a great year for me. I have 4 books coming out this year. One just came out. It's called Grunt Life. It's a military sci-fi mass market paperback, came out from Solaris Books, and it's probably the first of a series. Really excited about that, because I was able to kind of draw on my love for Joe Haldeman and John Scalzi and Robert Heinlein, and take pieces of them to, you know, help inform me. I also have a haunted house novel that takes place in LA coming out from Journal Stone. The novel's called Halfway House, and this is a novel I love, because I love haunted house novels. Then I have a YA novel coming out that was co-written with my wife Yvonne Navarro, called Ghost Heart, which is a coming-of-age story set in the Black Hills of South Dakota, Deadwood and the Badlands, which I think are are settings just made for, you know, dark, sinister type of books. And then I have the third installment of the SEAL Team 666 franchise, which is Reign of Evil, which essentially turns King Arthur into a white supremacist, which I kind of like a lot. I can honestly say that it was through my interactions with the HWA that I think that helped me get there.